See, the reason why your woman that you love plays games is because she thinks she can come back. That's why. Um, I know I was guilty with this that with women that I dated in the past. Some of them were schizophrenic, some of them were borderline. I had bad luck. I mean, I literally dated three or four mentally ill women back to back. So I had super bad luck with women, guys. But the reason why the women in my life were treating me they were the way they were is one, they were a narcissist. So they had literally 30, 40 guys trying to fuck them. And they've proven that when you have a ton of options, you can't make your mind up. Like, for example, women that I loved, I tried to be like a boyfriend to them. Um, they had like three or four other guys behind the scenes because they were narcissist. Keep in mind, these women, they don't want to give up their narcissistic supply. That's why they treat men the way they do. That's why, if you're wondering, geez, there's a girl I really like, but she won't commit to me. She says, I just want to be friends. Why is she saying, I just want to be friends? Because she wants to keep her other boyfriends. She may be having sex with other guys behind the scenes. She doesn't want to give that up. She may be doing laundry at Jimmy's house. She doesn't want to give that up. She may be getting a free housing from Bobby down the road. She doesn't want to give up her free housing. This is all an example, guys, of narcissistic supply, and tons of women run around here are narcissists. I think it's way higher than people think. I'm drinking my coffee today, so I hope you guys are having a good morning. But today's video is kind of just talking about the nonsense that these women do. Some of it's younger women, age 20, age 18 to 35. I put as a younger woman. They all do this. They all think they can fuck guys like me over and then come back later. Part of it is our fault. I know it. I know part of it was my fault. Like, I dated a super pretty, beautiful woman. I wanted to love her. I wanted to be a one-on-one husband, boyfriend to her. But she had 20 or 30 other guys that she was messing around with. That's why I couldn't rein her in. And on top of that, she always thought, oh, I could just ghost Steve. I can ghost Steve, and then I can go back whenever I want to. Even recently, the most recent breakup we had, she left my house because her landlord kicked her dogs out of my apartment. And then she ghosted me the next day. She packed her shit and left after the landlord kicked her dogs out. Why does she do stuff like this? Because she thinks she can come back. Newsflash, you're not coming back. If you're watching this video, you're not coming back. I don't want you back. I'm tired of your bullshit. So these women can be their own worst enemy. They can literally be their own worst enemy. Here, this person had a wonderful source of support. She could have stayed here for free anytime she wanted to. And all I would have wanted was a little respect, a little kindness. Like, she could have sat down with me when she moved out with the dogs and explained things to me and said, gee, Steve, because they're my service animals, I can't be without them. That's why I have to move out. Or she could have said, I'm seeking a new apartment. That's why I need to move out. She could have been kind about it. She could have been sweet about it. She could have visited me during that transition to make it not feel like an abandonment, which I felt totally abandoned by her. The reason why she had no regard for my feelings is because she's got narcissism and borderline. Both are cluster B personalities. And she also has antisocial personality, which means she has no regard for my feelings. She doesn't care whether I die. She doesn't care whether I could pick up a gun right now, blow my head off. She wouldn't care at all because she's a sociopath. The same woman has gone around, smeared my name to multiple people, told multiple people very horrible things about me that are not true. Completely untrue things. This woman has spread around to all kinds of men in the community. Lies about me, complete lies that have turned people against me. I've lost friendships. They call that a narcissistic smear campaign. That's a narcissistic smear campaign. They do it to ruin your relationships out of anger. This is what they do, guys. But the reason why the women do this is because they think they can come back. I know I was guilty of it. I took the same beautiful girlfriend I had, I took her back multiple times. At least twice she hoovered me. They call it a narcissist borderline hoover, where they hoover back in your life. One time she hadn't seen me for 2 years. Then out of the blue, hey, you want to Netflix and chill? This was after 2 years, guys. She hadn't seen me for 2 years and then comes and fucks me after she had a bad breakup with a boyfriend. She just wanted me to blow smoke up her ass. That's what it was. And then the second time, she's literally freezing to death in her car and asks to come stay at my house. And then ghosts me 3 weeks later and gives me silent treatment. That's why I'm not going to help this person anymore. I'm not helping them because of the way they treated me. The last time she was at my house, she was horrible to me. So guess what? Next time she breaks down the side of the highway, hey, Steve, can you come pick me up? Fuck no. Hey, Steve, can I come live with you? Fuck no. Hey, Steve, can you rent me a room cheap? Which I would have done in the past if she had been kind to me, but she wasn't kind to me. Fuck no. I've completely given up on this woman. I don't want her back. I don't want nothing to do with her. She can go fuck herself, literally fuck herself. I don't care what happens to her. I literally don't. I'm totally cold-hearted at this point. This woman has turned a super loving, super kind empath into basically a heartless person. I'm a heartless person right now. I more or less don't care at all because of how she treated me and all the emotional abuse. Suffered emotional abuse from another friend, totally destroyed my life. Totally turned everyone against me, all kinds of people. He went on a smear campaign, turned everybody against me. This is why I don't have friends, guys. This is why I don't interact with human beings. This is why I stay home 24/7, because I don't want to be around human beings. I actually literally hate human beings. I fucking hate human beings. And I used to be a super loving, super kind, super sweet person. But these women have turned me 100% cold-hearted. I used to consider myself, a super loving Christian. Now I lean more towards being like a full-blown Satanist where I pretty much hate the fucking world and I hate human beings. Do I consider myself a Satanist? No. But probably more towards the dark side now, dark thoughts, things like that, because I just hate people now. They basically did this to me, guys. The people that I was surrounded by backstabbed me, constantly backstabbed me, smear campaigns, vandalizing my house, breaking into my house, breaking into my cars, saying lies about me to people that actually got people after me, complete lies, 100% lies about me. This is why I've given up on the human race. Literally to this day, I will not let anyone come to my house because I hate people. I literally hate human beings. That being said, I've literally just given up on dating. Just this morning, got hit by 2 women wanting to date me. Guess what? I don't want nothing to do with these women out here. And these modern day women, they can't be trusted. They literally cannot be trusted. I mean, you'll have a girlfriend, like when I was helping the girl that I love, the pretty girl, I was helping her. She was staying at my house for free. She left her phone in my car, saw that she was trying to hit up some young guy for sex. And then she was getting pot cookies from another boyfriend. So she was literally talking to 3 or 4 men at a time. That's why I have no respect for you whores out here. You're complete fucking whores. You couldn't be loyal to a guy if your life depended on it. That's women out here now. That's why I've completely given up. I just checked my Facebook this morning. 2 women were trying to date me on Facebook dating. Guess what? I'm not interested. I'm no longer interested in the bullshit. No longer interested in the games that these women play out here. But the reason why, if you're asking yourself, why is my girlfriend treating me like garbage? Why haven't I seen her for 3 weeks? Why is she giving me the silent treatment? The answer is because she thinks she can come back. She thinks that she can put you up on the shelf, just like I was put up on the shelf by that other girl for 2 years at a time. Literally, she put me up on the shelf for 2 years and then called me out of the blue. Hey, you want to Netflix and chill? I know I haven't seen you for 2 years, but you want to fuck? That's how they try to reel the boyfriends back in. They use sex to manipulate the boyfriend. It's just a nightmare, guys. Dating borderlines is an absolute nightmare. Dating narcissistic women is an absolute fucking nightmare. I don't recommend it. I don't recommend you do it. If you find out the girl that you're trying to date's borderline, my recommendation to you is run. If you find out that the girl you're dating has all kinds of guy friends, quote unquote, that means she's a narcissist. That means she's collecting narcissistic supply. So that's going to be the answer to today's video. That's why the girl in your life is treating you like garbage, because she thinks she can come back at any time she wants, guys. I've lived this. I experienced it 2 separate times with a narcissist woman where she hoovered me 2 separate times, ghosted me for 2 years, and then came back. You want to Netflix and chill? And then ghosted me like a week later. Another time, ghosted me for another 2 years, and then was homeless in her car. Hey, you want to fucking, can I come stay at your house? I'm freezing to death in my car. She comes, stays at my house, and then ghosts me 3 weeks later. Newsflash, I'm never helping this person ever again. I'm literally never helping this person ever again. I would have rented them a fucking cheap apartment. I have a 3-bedroom home that I could rent out rooms if I wanted to. I could have rented her a room for dirt cheap. She could have saved tons of money and had tons of spending money. But she was rotten to me. So now the answer is no. I'm never going to rent to this person. You know, and this is a girl that I loved. You know, the last time she was living here, you know, I let her move in with me for a while, let her rent an apartment. She was having multiple guys over for sex. Here she knows I love her and I care about her, and she's inviting all these guys in to fuck her. One of them ended up giving her a fucking STD. So do you see how fucking brain dead these women are? These women are literally their own fucking worst enemy. They're literally their own worst enemy. These women out here are their own worst enemy. I mean, they treat men like me like fucking garbage. And then this is the result. I'm an angry person. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'm an angry person because of this. I actually, to this day, hate human beings. I avoid human beings. I avoid dating. I avoid women. Yes, I love sex. You know, yes, I love to fuck a woman. I love to fuck a hot woman. But as far as trying to have a relationship, you won't see that from me anymore. I've totally 100% given up on females because all you guys mostly, for the most part, every girl I dated was rotten. Every girl I dated was a fucking whore. You know, like I tried to date another woman. I literally was dating this one particular BPD girl. We were having amazing sex. We were having porn star level sex. You know, she's telling me I'm a great boyfriend. I'm a great boyfriend. Next thing you know, she's having sex with her downstairs neighbor behind my back. I didn't even know about it at first. She's having sex with her downstairs neighbor. And on top of that, I'm pretty well convinced that she was meeting up with a couple other guys behind the scenes that me and this other man didn't even know about. We didn't even know about it. She was meeting up with other men for sex. She was like a nympho sex addict, borderline. But that's what you're going to get from a borderline, guys, because it's a cluster B. They don't have any regard for your feelings. It's people that have borderline. A lot of times it can co-occur with antisocial personality disorder, which can make them sociopathic. Not every borderline girl is like this. As a disclosure, not every borderline woman is like this. Not every borderline woman is heartless. Not every borderline man is heartless. There's a lot of pretty, for the most part, well-behaved borderlines out there. But then there's a small segment of borderlines that are antisocial. And if they have the antisocial personality as a co-occurring disorder, like my ex-girlfriends all had antisocial personality disorder. One had narcissism and antisocial personality disorder. One had borderline, narcissism, and antisocial personality disorder. So she had all three, and she had anxiety, and she had PTSD. The absolutely worst combination for a female to try to date. You can look up narcissism. You can learn about borderline, so you can start seeing some of the red flags. Like some of the red flags can be like love bombing. Like all these borderlines will come in and love bomb you, and you know they'll fuck the shit out of you, act like they love the shit out of you, and then in the end it's a discard phase. So then they just crumple you up and throw you away like a piece of trash. Like the girl that was fucking her downstairs neighbor, she literally just has her family come pick her up after she spent a month at a veterans hospital. She literally has her family come pick her up with no regard for me or the other gentleman's feelings that she was dating. She was dating 2 guys at once. Like I said, she was fucking her downstairs neighbor and I couldn't stop her. Plus, I loved her too, and we were having sex occasionally. Um, you can't stop these women from the behavior. They're going to do what they want to do. But what you can do is end the relationship. If you're being emotionally abused by your girlfriend, let's say your girlfriend's intermittently giving you silent treatment, my recommendation is end the relationship. If the narcissist in your life is giving you intermittent silent treatments, end the relationship. Some of these narcissists can be literally fucking brain dead. Like one of the last girls I dated, she knows I'm a full blown recovered alcoholic. And what does she do? Hey, will you go to the Super Bowl bar with me? Will you take me to the Super Bowl bar with me and buy me a bunch of alcohol and everything else like that? I wanted to reach through the screen and wring her neck and say, are you not fucking brain dead? I quit drinking, retard. I quit drinking. I literally don't drink alcohol. And this woman's going to invite me to a fucking bar. Who invites a recovered alcoholic to a bar? A woman that's fucking brain dead. That's who. Literally poured my heart out to old girlfriends just to get emotionally abused, emotionally destroyed. That's why you see the product in front of you guys that you're watching now. I'm a very angry person. I'm a very heartless person at this time. Because I'm more or less at this time, I'm just looking out for myself and my family and my close friends. Like I do have a couple friends that I care about. One of them's named Ed. If you're watching, Ed, how you doing? He's a super good guy, and he takes really good care of his family, and I consider him a friend. So I do have a couple friends, guys, but mostly I'm just looking out for my family and for myself. If I see someone getting the shit kicked out of them, of course I'm going to try to help them. If I see someone getting murdered, of course I'm going to intervene. If I see a police officer getting the shit kicked out of them, of course I'm going to intervene and save that police officer. So am I 100% heartless? No. But I think I'm heartless towards dating at this point because I don't take any of you women seriously. None of you women out here have any morals, any integrity. None of you have any integrity, any morals. None of you can be a good girl. You literally date these women. They're talking to other guys on Facebook. They're talking to other guys on Snapchat. They're talking to other men. Perfect example, when I had my sweet little blonde ex-girlfriend in my car. She's talking to another younger guy, trying to fuck him, getting pot cookies from another man, and living with me for 3. Literally playing 3 men at once. That's the narcissist, guys. That's red flags. If they have multiple fucking alleged guy friends, that means they're a narcissist, guys. They're literally a narcissist that collect boyfriends. I mean, this same woman has a whole harem of ex-boyfriends. Literally, she smeared my name to some of her boyfriends. These same boyfriends literally vandalized my car while I'm at work. Literally broke into my car because of things this woman made up about me and completely lied about me. That's what you're going to get, guys. And then on top of that, I can't even have a close friend anymore because my last friend stabbed me in the back and totally vandalized my house, beat the shit out of my house, broke windows, busted my door. Literally, my best friend did this to me. This is why I have no faith in the human race anymore. This is why I isolate. This is why I have no friends. This is why I don't interact with anyone for the most part. And I'm an amazing person. I'm a great guy. I'm a great friend. I'm super loving, super caring, super sweet. But am I the old Christian Steve I was? No. I'm basically like the devil now, where I basically hate people. I literally hate fucking human beings now because of the emotional abuse, because of the physical abuse that I endured as a child. I literally don't take any of you women seriously. That's why I completely ignored the last 2 women that hit me up on Facebook. Do I consider myself to be a gay person? Actually, no. Actually, I hate men now. I hate men. I won't have nothing to do with any men. I actually tried to become a friend with a guy, and he wanted nothing but try to take advantage of me. So I just ended the relationship before we even hung out. I hadn't even hung out with the guy one time, and he's trying to cross boundaries with me. So I totally just ended the relationship. Hadn't even hung out with him even one time. So that's what you're going to get when you try to interact with these people is fucked up behavior. That's why I avoid people. That's why I don't let people come to my house. That's why I don't let people rent from me, which I'm a super kind person and I used to let people stay here. No more. No more. If you guys like videos like this, you could subscribe. But my recommendation to you women, to you men out there, when in regards to women, is if they're giving you silent treatments, if they're being rageful with you, if your partner is saying cutting words to you, end the relationship. If they're giving you silent treatments, end the relationship. If they're going long periods of time without seeing you, end the relationship. Shut the fucking door in their face, because in their book they think I can treat Bobby like shit and I can go back and live with him anytime I want. I can go back and fuck him anytime I want. I can go back and stay with him anytime I want. They literally put you up on the wall like my old BPD girlfriend did to me. She literally put me up on the wall like an old toy that she could just come back to later. Do you see how childlike that is? She's treating me like I'm a Barbie doll where she can just put me up on the shelf and then come back 2 years later and play with me. I've shut the door to this person. This person no longer has access to my love, no longer has access to my kindness, no longer has access to my rides, my vehicle. I have a nice car that I could have given her rides with. I have a nice house. I have a 3-bedroom house. She could have stayed here for free, but she's totally burned her bridge with me. So now I want nothing to do with her. Literally last time she stayed with me, I took her in from the cold. She was freezing to death in her car, freezing to death in her car. She begs me to come stay with me. She stays with me 3 weeks until the landlord kicks her dog out and her 2 dogs out. And then she ghosts me, guys. It's going on over 2 years, almost been 3 years since I've seen this fucking heartless cunt. Never again will this person get my kindness. Never again will this person get my love. They're dead to me.